Hey guys, how's it going? Paul here, Razorback Piper Guy, coming at you on a Sunday morning. Hope y'all are having a good weekend. I am so far. Get a long weekend, 3-day weekend. Get Monday off work in observance of the birthday of Dr. King. Um, so excited to get the day off and, do a little reflecting on how things are and what he did for the country. But making a video today to tell you about some good fortune I had yesterday. I went to a antique show in Conway. It's about an hour away from where I live. They were having a 2-day antique show up there, and tons of booths. Just a lot of booths, a lot of different kind of stuff. So anytime I get a chance to go to something like that, look for some pipes. I always do so. I hadn't had any luck lately. It seems like every time I've went to a flea market or antique shops or estate sales, it just seems like I've been coming up dry and not finding anything. But yesterday I scored pretty darn good, and I wanted to share that with you. Show you what I picked up the first few pipes here. I ended up purchasing 5 pipes at this show. 4 from one booth, and then another one that had nothing to do with pipes. It was in a jewelry case. It was funny, but that ended up being the really special one. The first 4, pardon me, first 4 are just everyday smokers. They're not anything special. They're not high end, but we came up on this booth, and it had a bunch of pipes in a box, just a box full of pipes. And you could tell most of them were not in very good condition. Most of them the stems were chewed all to hell, and some of them all the way through. Some of them, there was actually a hole in the stem on the bottom of them. Some of them were caked up so bad, you literally could not have put any tobacco in it. I mean, they were caked up so bad the hole wasn't a 1/4 inch around. But the price on the box was, it said $10 each or 3 for $25. So I thought at that price it might be worth digging through them, seeing if any name brands jumped out at me, if they were worth restoring, reaming, and getting fixed up. Well, I found out most of them were lower end pipes. There was I didn't stumble up on any high-end Savinellis or Dunhills or anything like that, but most of them were Dr. Grabows, which are, y'all probably already know this, but if you're new to the game, Dr. Grabow is a entry-level briar pipe. They are $25 to $30 new, but I've always heard that they smoked good, but I never had one. So most of them were those. Now I got to digging through, and I found some that were not caked up and chewed up. In fact, 2 of them have never been smoked. They are factory new. That's got that carbon coating inside, not a bit of char on the rim. You pull the stems, and that stinger's just as clean as it. So they're brand new. So I ended up finding 4 out of that box, and there were 3 for $25. And I talked to the guy, and he ended up throwing the 4th one in for $8. So I got 4 pipes, 2 of them brand new and 2 lightly smoked, for $33. So, and with the Dr. Grabows, that's about what one costs. So I got 4 pipes basically for the price of 1 pipe. The first one I'll show you is this one I'm smoking right here. This is a Dr. Grabow. Let's see, Savoy is the line. Now it's scuffed up a little bit because it was tossed in that box with just loosely with banging around on other pipes. So it's got a few marks on it. It's not anything that you're going to, it's not going to be the crown of your collection, but you can tell this was one of the unsmoked ones, as evidenced by the fact that I'm smoking it right now. Having a little Orlik Golden Slice in it this morning. The next one, and this one was unsmoked as well, and I don't know the model on this one. It does not have a model on it. It simply says Dr. Grabeau Imported Briar. So I'm not sure the model on that one, but it's got nice grain on both sides. With the silver band there. It looks like I need to do a little work on the stem on this one. Maybe take a magic eraser to that stem and get it slicked back up. But this pipe had never been smoked either. So another brand new one. The third one here, this is a Dr. Grabeau Berwick. Now I like the look of this. I like the ones, I don't know what they're called without checking, but that where the shank is longer and then you have the shorter bit. I've been wanting to get a pipe like that. Now this one was lightly smoked. It had been smoked. It had a little bit of cake, but the cake was only halfway down in the chamber. Like, I don't know if they only filled it halfway or if they filled it all the way up and generally only smoked it halfway. A lot of times you'll see guys do that. They won't finish the bowl. So that may have been why the cake was only, there was like a ring around the inside of the bowl halfway. But I really like the look of this little pipe. I just took a pocket knife and gently scraped that cake out of there yesterday and swabbed it real good with some high quality alcohol. And in a day or two, I'm going to give that one a smoke and see what it's like. So far, this was only one I've smoked, and it smokes just fine. I mean, it smokes as good as any briar I've got. I mean, the briar's not as high quality, obviously. It's not going to win any beauty contests, but the thing smokes just fine. The draw on it's good. It's great. All right, now that's all the Dr. Grabeaus. The next two are made by the same company, but in different countries. This next little pipe, now it looks great on the outside, but it has been smoked, and smoked quite a bit. But I think it was pretty well taken care of, and that's this little pipe right here. It's got some nice grain on it. It's a small pipe, and I think you can see that right there. It's a Ben Wade, and that's an interesting company. I did some research on them because the next one's made by Ben Wade as well, and this one says Ben Wade Select Grain London Made, and it has the number 180, which I assume is the designation for the shape. But look at the grain on the shank, if you can see that. Try to get it where it's not glare, and I think that's just beautiful. Beautiful little pipe. But Ben Wade started off in London, as far as I can research, and at first they made really high quality pipes, and they were pretty well sought after, and then they switched. They got in business with Lane Limited and started pumping out mass-produced pipes, just machine-made, mass-produced pipes. And which this one is. That's what this is. Now, it seems of fine quality. I mean, as far as, you know, smokability, I mean, it seems just fine, and it's nice. It's pretty. But it was made before they moved. In around 79 or 80, they moved the factory to Denmark, and then they started cranking out some high quality pipes again, and that's what this next one is. So those four there. Those are just, you know, they're everyday smokers, nothing special, but they're gonna be good smoking pipes. This next one caught my eye from the aisle. I didn't even step in the booth, and this one caught my eye. I've been wanting to get a freehand pipe for a long time, and I stumbled upon this just in a case with jewelry, with trinket costume jewelry. This was sitting there. Now, you can't really see it because I hadn't cleaned it up, but that has a beautiful, beautiful grain to it. Now, this pipe, it doesn't have the gloss finish, so the glare shouldn't be as bad, but I don't know how well you can see that grain, but I think this one, when it's cleaned up, is going to be beautiful. This pipe had $40 on it, which would have been a good deal. $40 it's a steal. But I didn't know anything about them. I didn't know much about Ben Wade. I'd never done any research on them. So I told the lady, I said, well, I'm interested in it. I'll come back and see you in a few minutes. Obviously, I get on my phone and do a little research on them. And I see the free hands like this going for $150 to $175 used. That's estate prices, were $150 to $175. Don't know what they were new. But so obviously when I found that out, I went back and I asked the lady, I said, you know, is 40 the best you can do? And she came right back. Well, she said, I knew you liked it when you saw it, when you were talking about it. And I said to myself, if he comes back, I'll give it to him for $30. So I got that pipe for $30. And like I said, cleaned up and in good condition, they're going for, you know, $150, $175. So I am pleased like you wouldn't believe over the haul that I got yesterday. These 5 great pipes, total of $63, and I'm really happy about it. So I might have to do another video when I get this one cleaned up. I'm going to take it to my shop, my local pipe shop. They have I'm not sure exactly what they do. It's like a steam, some chemical, and it steams the inside of it, and they get it cleaned up real good. So I'm going to have them restore it for me. I wanted to show you my haul, wanted to brag a little bit on what I got. Hope y'all guys are having a great weekend. We'll see you next time, guys. Until then, go forth and do good.